بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد خاتم الرسل النبيين. My dear young brothers and sisters and parents, grandparents, caretakers, teachers, everyone, as we roll up the year 2017, I just wanted to drop you a note to wish you a blessed new year, inshallah, and share some of the reflections and the lessons that I've personally learned in 2017. Inshallah, we have a video that one of our youth has developed for us in this message underneath this one. I'd love for you to watch it and get a glimpse of some of the things we've done in 2017. We could not include everything in that video because, one, it would be a little bit long and might get quite boring. And then number two, because some of it is not recorded. Now, we don't have pictures of every single thing we do, unfortunately. And sometimes some of the classes we offer are private. They're not open, there's not a lot of people. It's one-on-ones and stuff like that. So we don't have, record for everything. But some of the lessons that I've learned that I'd like to share with everyone, especially our younger brothers and sisters, is humbleness. Be humble. Through 2017, alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed us with another great year, has given me personally the opportunity to work with over 200 young people in private schools, public schools, our masajid, our communities, and from every single one of them, I've learned something. Some of you guys I might have interacted only for a few hours in one of our workshops or retreats, maybe just 8 hours or 10 hours. But for some of you, it's been weeks after weeks throughout the year. Every Sunday, I've been seeing you in one type of class or one type of project and so forth. But there are a number of things that really struck me this year. One is humbleness and humility can never get you wrong, no matter what situation you're in. If you're in a boardroom and you're the chairman of, I don't care what company it is, but the most richest, most revenue-making company, the Amazon of its day or the Google of its day, it does not matter. Be humble, because if you're right, people will respect you more. And if you're wrong, you kind of saved your face. So humbleness and humility to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost, and towards the people, is such a great trait. And many of our young people have reminded me of that great trait that all the prophets have exhibited. There's no one prophet that we've ever heard of who had a little atom, a little piece of arrogance. And we know that arrogance, the opposite of humility and humbleness, is what kicked Shaitan out of Jannah. That is his sin, his ego, his being a narcissist, being someone who's self-centered, someone who feels he's better than others, someone who does not exhibit humility. And, some of our young people are discovering themselves. They come out of middle school, high school, and they start to discover the world around them. And sometimes some of them fall into problems. And there's no one out there who should be able to judge them, because even as adults, many of us have those same problems that these young people are falling into. And they're falling into because they're discovering the world. They still don't know that much. Whereas we got to be knowing. We got to be better than that. So that was lesson number one. Lesson number two is you can literally change the world. SubhanAllah, I sent out once a message to a small population of our students. Not a lot of people. It was probably about 15-year-olds. So I was targeting, just reaching out to our 15-year-olds. And I asked, people who would like to be part of making a change in Baltimore City. And alhamdulillah, I got a couple of responses. One of our great brothers from Laurel, another brother from DC, and together they came together, they formed a small team, and they wrote a really nice proposal. It took a little bit of coaching. I did coach them, and we had about six total meetings, I believe, 2 in person or 3 in person, and then the rest were over the phone. But I learned a lot. I learned that our youth, our 15-year-olds, are awesome people. They were well respected and well received by the foundation in Baltimore, who really liked their ideas and invited them over to give a presentation. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them success in their next phase of this work. But regardless of what the outcome is, they've done a great deal of work, and I really, really respect them. I applaud them. You guys know who you are. Inshallah, you're watching this video. but you got to be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you have raised your hand and had the courage to do this, because a lot of people don't have the courage to get out of their comfort zone. And you guys did. You worked hard. I know you worked hard many nights. You got on phone calls. You talked to each other. And not only that, but you came to some other ILIA programs and you shared your ideas with other youth, and you were able to get some of them also excited and interested in what you're doing. So that was another lesson that I learned, is that our youth are awesome. And alhamdulillah, I've known this lesson for years. It's just a reminder. It's a reminder that these young people are great assets. And to all the parents out there, believe it or not, but many of us parents are actually the obstacles in the growth and development of our young kids. We don't demonstrate to them our belief in their capabilities. So that was lesson number 2. Lesson number 3 was transformation and change. We can never give up, no matter who we are, how young or old we are. Change can always happen. This year, a couple of young people that I have come across in our community attempted to take their lives. And alhamdulillah, we've been able to help them, plus other people who were not contacting us directly. So that was lesson number 2. Life is so precious. Hold on to it. No matter what difficulties you come across, inshallah, Allah will be there for you, and all of us as well. Jazakumullah khairan. Watch the video, inshallah. Give us your likes, your shares. Support the organization. Ask your parents to volunteer. We're looking for also young people to be on our board. We have about 4 openings for young people, ages 12 and above, to be on our board of directors. And then we're also forming a youth council for you guys to run it from A to Z. It's going to be a 13-seat group. It's starting very soon, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.